Okay, guys, so to understand balanced and unbalanced forces, and then also how to calculate for net force, you're going to do a PhET simulation lab activity. So when you click the document, you're going to see this document. And it's only 9 questions that you will have to answer or fill in the blanks. Okay? So before you start, you're going to click the link that's here, and it's going to bring you here. Okay, moving back, make sure you do type your answers in a different color so your teachers and myself will be able to read it. Okay, so the first section we're going to look at, well, the only section we're going to look at is the net force section. So when you go back to the tab, you're going to select net force. Okay, so what you're seeing is 4 blue persons and 4 red persons, and you see they have a rope attached to this bucket, a wagon. And if you can guess, they're going to pretty much play tug of war. Okay, so number one just says to explore placing the red and blue figures. So I'm just going to do number one, part A, and that's going to help you navigate for the rest of the activity. Okay. Oh, also it says to make sure the sum of forces is checked and the value of the forces. And you're going to see that once we start adding the little people. Okay. So here I have a little person. My blue person is to the left, and it has a force of 50. And the little person on the right, the same size, also has 50 newtons. So when I press go, and they're pulling, trying their best, and guess what? We're not moving. Why? Because they're both pulling with the same amount of force. So when we add those forces, 50 plus a negative 50, we get 0. Okay? Now let's add this guy. Okay? Well, this guy has 100 newtons of force compared to the little guy of 50. I'm going to press go, and then we see the speed is increasing as we go, and he wins the game. Okay, I will press return, and then you can just play around with it. See how much each person is worth in terms of their force, and then you can just play around with it. That is what number one is telling you. Okay, I added all my left blue people, so that's a total of 350 for all of them, plus the guy on the right, the biggest guy on the right, but he's 150 and he's by himself. Boom. And you see when we add the forces, negative 350 plus 150, it gives us that net force of 200 newtons. And the direction that is going is to the left. Why? Because this is the biggest. So when you go back to your document, make sure you are reading what it tells you to do, and you just answer the questions from there.